All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Season 4 recap show. As you see, we finished top of the league. 27 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses. The goals scored was okay. We gave up a lot of goals, considering what we normally give up. But our goal differential was still tops. And as you see, Chelsea and Spurs with Newcastle finishing ahead of Man City on goal differential for the final Champions League spot. Relegated was QPR, Sunderland, and Southampton. We actually played and beat QPR in our last game of the season, which doomed them to relegation. The Community Shield, as you see, we beat Chelsea 3-0. The FA Cup, we ran into some problems. As you see, we're on the top right. We beat Leeds in the round of 16, Portsmouth in the round of 16, and then lost to Newcastle 2-1. Unfortunate. In the Capital One Cup, as you see, we lost to Burnley 2-1, who wound up going on to win the whole thing. So, good on them. The Copa Europe, Barcelona beat Valencia. And this should be the Champions League. And then we'll get to the, whatever they call it, Copa Europa or something like that. The Euro League is what we partook in. If partook is a word. There it goes, finally. So Bayern Munich beat Chelsea in the final. And eventually, when the game decides to catch up, it'll show us. So, yeah. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Any day now. Yep. All right. Well, exciting, isn't it? Oh boy. There, finally. And I've lost connection to the EA servers. So as you see, we beat Napoli in the final. We made it. We actually finished second in our group. Behind, I can't remember who it was. I want to say maybe it was Napoli. But anyways, beside the point. In the round of 16, as you see, we won on aggregate 5-2 and then beat Valencia in the quarters 5-1 and then beat Liverpool 1-0 in the semi. The first game we played Liverpool was 0-0, and I think we wound up scoring in like the 80th minute. It was probably the toughest 2 legs I've played in the FIFA game. And then Napoli, obviously we beat them 2-1. It was also on a late goal. So that's that. Let's see if we can reconnect to the servers. There. Okay. So, squad report. We've got a lot of guys, as always, at the end of the year, they want out of their youth contracts. So there'll be a lot of guys in here that we recently signed. Tony Kitchen moved up 3 to a 74. Hernandez only moved up 1, but look at all those pluses. Moved up 1 to a 79. Sewell moved up 3 to an 82. He was becoming a beast. Portillo moved up 4 to a 77. Kinney moved up 2 to a 78. Bazor moved up 3 to a 79. Magana moved up 2 to an 80. Brandt moved up 2 to a 79. Hughes moved up 2 to a 78. Fuster moved up 3 to a 77. Combi moved up 2 to a 79. Avjivai moved up 4 to a 75. Zelalem moved up 3 to a 76. Sanchez Aguiar moved up 3 to a 77. Mvemba moved up 2 to a 78. Acosta moved up 2 to a 78. Fumu Tamuzo moved up 3 to a 74. Ostinale moved up 3 to a 77. Ortiz moved up 1 to a 66. He was a guy that we signed as a free agent at the beginning, or actually, I'm sorry, in the January window. And we've given him a few games out. As you see, he's done pretty well in the Premier League, 3 goals and 4 appearances. He's young. De La Roca moved up none. He's another guy we signed, I think, in the January window, as well as Jake Dyer. They're young and, backup center backs. Dixon moved up 2 to a 67. Mendez Lang, we're trying to get rid of him. I don't even know. He played in 2 games. Fabre moved up 4 to a 73. Chase Miller moved up 4 to a 75. Nilsson's a youth player we just signed. He's already a 75, so that's really good. Wilkes moved up 2 to a 70. Gutierrez is our backup goalkeeper, moved up 3 to a 70. By the way, any of the players that you see like him that have I'm going to just call them fake faces, odds are that they're guys that are from our youth squad. I'd point them all out, but there's so many of them now. We probably have 10 or 15 guys from the youth squad we've promoted. Foria is a guy, again, youth squad player we just signed recently. He's a 67. Wilkes, he's only a 49, but this guy's supposed to be an 88 to 94. So it's going to take him a long time to reach that. And the only reason why I signed him is because he demanded to be out of his youth contract. Roki is another guy we just signed. He's a 68. Buenacasa moved up 4 to a 75. Ginley still hanging around. He moved up 2 to a 66. Loy moved up 4 to a 77. Valentin Vada moved up 3 to a 75. We're trying to get rid of him. Ramirez, who's been on loan at Preston, moved up 3 to a 70. Didn't really get a lot of games. And that's that. As you see, our wage budget or our transfer budget's at $40 million. So I don't know. I haven't really tried to buy any players from, transfers, because I've just been so reliant on our youth squad. As you see, last year we had an issue with contracts. So we managed to sell everyone. We also sold Mamadou Tunkara for $30 million at the beginning of the year, and we basically parlayed that into re-signing players. So that was pretty cool. And this Nilsson guy we just signed, but all he wanted was a 1-year deal. So we couldn't sign him for more. And I've been trying to give Aguiar a ton of money, but not signing him as a first-team player. But he keeps denying it or refusing it. And then Buenacasa I haven't really bothered with because I figure we're just going to sell him eventually. So we're doing pretty good, in that regard. And we've got 3 5-star squad or scouts now, so that's pretty awesome. And then our youth academy has kind of recently taken a hit because of all the guys we had to sign who wanted out. But we've got Pidgley, who's 69, 73, 86, 92. That's pretty good. Pinto is a beast, 71, 75, 84 to 90. Vincente, 69 to 70, 65 to 79, 83, 94. Manakana, make him say, 57 to 61, 82, 88. That's okay. Mingoya, 64 to 72 and 86 to 94. It says he's supposed to be a winger, but on the little chart or the graph on the screen, it looks more like he's a center forward. And Sebastian Farman, 64 to 80 and 83 to 94. So, pretty beast. Player stats. As you see, we got Fuster and Convey both finished, excuse me, with 13 goals. I'm not sure if I have anybody else on this list. Nope. Assists, Convey finished tied with Welbeck for first. Yeah, nobody else. Depressing. Courtois and Kitchen, they've both finished first. And we don't need to worry about that. And let's see. I was going to move it over to the EuroLeague, but we don't really need to worry about that. Let's just go up to team stats. As you see, goals, 13-13 Movemba with 7. Avdivai with 5. I mean, we pretty much spread the love around. Everybody kind of got in on the act. And assists, 10 for Combi, and then it just dropped off. Oh, we did get a yellow card. Fuster and Combi and Bazor. So, who finished the worst? Vada got only a 53. So, tell you what, let's see if I can move it over. Man, this thing moves so slow. And I don't know why. It's always the Europa League or whatever. Because even as like when the game's about to be played, it takes its sweet time to actually load it up. So I don't know what's going on with the game. Also, that guy Gutierrez, I figure I'll tell you guys this now. I brought him in. I signed him off the U squad. Brought him in. The first shot he faced was a free kick. The guy kicks it. He catches the ball or the free kick. He gets up, you know, and in his motion, he winds up carrying the ball over the line for an own goal. It's so stupid. All right, Shrewsbury. Man, there were 13 games. Hernandez and Portillo played the most. As you see, Fuster and Wovemba and Avdivai, and even Ginelli. I think Ginelli scored a hat trick one game. Wovemba, Hughes, and Tamuzo. And then a bunch of dudes. Look at that. Tell me, have you ever seen that? Kitchen had an assist. How the hell did that happen? And then average. Ginelli with the highest rating. So it's kind of funny how this game works sometimes in that, like, you know, that Ortiz guy in the Premier League and then Ginelli here, that sometimes the guys with the highest rating, maybe it's just the system or maybe it's the way the defense played, but, you know, it's weird how that works out. So, well, I think that's pretty much all I need to show. I don't know how many more seasons I'm going to do, if this will be my last one or if I'll play one more, because now we're in the actual Champions League. But, excuse me. Thanks for watching. This video is 15 minutes long now. So thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next video I do. So adios, peeps.